work, so I'm washed out and tired as usual. But again, I'm also 51 years old. So, you know, I apologize for my appearance. It's me. All right. So, Taurus, reluctance, a gut feeling. What else am I getting? Some of you may be feeling a little bit under the weather, but the weird thing is that, like, as soon as I said Taurus, I started to get like a deep gut feeling. Like, so are you getting some sort of gut feeling that something's about to happen? Some of you may be leaving because I'm hearing the word train. Like, I don't know if that, you take that as you will, but I'm assuming that means like I'm leaving on that midnight train to Georgia, you know, something like that. What else? Some of you are having a hard time. Okay, let me just say this. You or somebody around you doesn't feel like they're being treated like they're special. Does that make sense? You don't feel special in the eyes of someone, or someone does not feel special in your eyes. I hope I said that right, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. And that's causing a problem. I'm going to be honest with you. I also have this kind of feel sorry for me kind of thing going on. I don't know if you're projecting this or somebody else is projecting this, or if it's just an internal feeling, but that's what it feels like. What else? Some of you, I don't know if you're saying this or if it's a thought, but it's like, I've already been through this. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something you're not wanting to go through again, or they're not wanting to go through again. But I'm just going to leave it at that because I am tired, and I feel like I'm just going to warn you guys ahead of time. I'm tired, so I don't feel like my readings are as good today. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm going to get on. I'm going to do it anyway because it may be a message for somebody, you know. Let's see what comes out for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, or tell me what's going on with Taurus? Either one. All right, first card. I don't know which one I should take. Okay. I'm not going to take either one, but I'm going to show you what they are. It's a sexual perception. Are you judging someone based on their sexuality, or is someone judging you based on your sexuality? Okay. That, first of all, is there any Tauruses in here that know if that's true or false? Because I don't know if that was part of the reading or not yet. Because what I was picking up on was more of a person who was feeling like they don't feel special in somebody's eyes. And also kind of some projections of feel sorry for me kind of energy. So this may or may not also be including something about a sexual perception, you know? I don't know. Maybe you think that there should be, you know, special circumstances based on someone's sexual preference even. I don't know. I'm going to put that back. We're going to start over. Taurus. Tell me what's going on with Taurus. I feel like somebody is kind of calling somebody else out, whether they're actually doing it physically or they're just doing it with their actions, where they're just kind of like, I recognize this pattern, I recognize this game, this emotional manipulation, and I'm not going to partake in it anymore. So if you've been the one emotionally manipulating, the other person is seeing it, and that's why they are, oh, that does make sense, y'all. Put two and two together. Feel sorry for me, I don't feel special. And then this other person who's like, I see the manipulative game here. You see what I'm going, where I'm going with this? And I haven't even started drawing cards yet. But that's already something that I'm feeling here. Y'all forgive me, I gotta go under here and get some cards. Alright. They all fell. Ow, 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 ow. I just pulled my own hair. Oh my God, I am so all over the place. Okay. Part of me kind of feels like maybe I shouldn't even worry with cards because it seems like I'm getting more stuff without them than with them. But just know that it's not necessarily that the person doesn't care about you or that you don't care about them. Somebody's tired of the emotional manipulation. Damn, I can't breathe after that. Whew, I'm fat and I'm old. So yeah, somebody feels like they're being emotionally manipulated and the other person feels like they're just not special in the eyes of this other person. But no, it's a manipulative type of codependency kind of thing that's going on here. Again, that may not be all Tauruses, but I am getting that for some of you. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. Whatever is going on, this is going to require you to like go within. And when I say go within, I mean it's real easy to get pissed off when I tell you, hey, you're being an emotional manipulator. No, I'm not. It's easy to say that. It's easy to believe that. But if you actually take the time to go within, without the judgment of it, you'll start to understand manipulation is part of human nature, because if you don't manipulate anything, that means you never work. You know what I mean? And you don't make money. So if you don't manipulate your actions, then you don't have a job. If you don't manipulate things where you have a car, you can't go to the store. Well, you can if you walk, but it's going to take you a lot longer. You see what I'm saying? So I don't mean that in a way like, oh my God, I'm judging you, you're a terrible person. I'm just saying you may not realize that you've been in survival mode. And because you're in survival mode in some aspect of your life, you have become a manipulator, or somebody you're dealing with has become a manipulator. I'm sorry. I hate when I have to give these kind of messages, but at the same time I don't, because of those of you who are actually willing to do the work, you need to hear this. Some of you are just going to go, okay, I'm turning this off right now. And you're going to say that and nothing's going to change. And then there's going to be some of you who are actually going to listen to it and you're going to go, that's really tough to swallow. And I don't believe it. But you know what? I'm willing to look at it. I'm willing to look at it. And that's all I'm asking you to do. I'm just asking you to look at it. Now, for some of you, I will say this. For some of you, it's because you lost your job. For others of you, or your person did. For others of you, it's you or your person are having health issues or have had health issues. So, again, this is where I'm saying I'm not judging you. Obviously. I mean, say that I've had some terrible disorder, and I need certain things. But the thing is, has it turned into a manipulation now? Like, well, because I have these health issues, I'm entitled to expect that you always do X, Y, Z. Or because I lost my job, you should always do X, Y, Z for me. That's the kind of stuff you need to be looking at. Like, what do you feel entitled to based on your health issue or your loss of work or something about your physical body? For some of you, this even could be like you had a problem with your lease. I don't know, but it's talking about you got to kind of rise above your own way of thinking. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And this has been going on for a long time. A long time. Somebody has been emotionally manipulating for a long time, and it has something to do with their health, their daily duties, their daily routine, or even, like a lease agreement or something like that, potentially. It doesn't have to be. been a long time that this has been going on. A lot of you, this is a marriage or like a close relationship too. That's not everybody. But it's like this has been dragging on and on and on and on and on. And I feel like the universe is wanting you to see so that you can free yourself. And sometimes freeing yourself means that you have to look at how you have a hand in things too. That doesn't absolve another person of guilt or wrongdoing, whether they were wrong or whether they weren't. It's about you also looking at you, not just the other person. Does that make sense? Yeah, see, slow and steady again. This is like way overdue stuff. This is way overdue. Way overdue. And I do understand that this person, whether it's you or the person you're dealing with, they're doing it to protect themselves. So, again, I'm not judging. But is it that somebody feels like they can't talk to you, or you feel like you can't talk to them because there's this crosswire? Like I said, the person over here that's like, I don't feel special, and the other person over here who's like, I'm tired of the emotional manipulation. I don't have to act like you're special. You know what I mean? Just because XYZ. A lot of you are spending a lot of time in solitude too, or the person that you're dealing with is. Why are we getting sexual energy though? Has there been an affair? It doesn't necessarily mean that. For some of you, it could just be saying, it took forever and ever and ever before you could move on from this, or would be willing to move on from this. Dang it, I missed that card. I think that was it too, because I felt it. Taurus. You know what? I'm hearing somebody say, what do I have to gain from it? So the person who's sitting over here saying, I don't feel special, and the one that the other person thinks is an emotional manipulator, what are you actually giving in return? Somebody's asking that. I don't know which side, but somebody is wanting to know, what are they getting in return? Guys, I'm going to be honest with you too. Some of you, I want you to be very careful if you're actually male or female. Doesn't matter. Your sexual health. Get yourself checked out. If you have any doubts whatsoever about your sexual health, please get that checked out. And I don't mean like some type of STD. I'm talking more about, let me just put it this way. They got sexual energy and growth. So like if you feel like there's like lumps or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, please do get that checked out, whether it's you or your person. But again, that's only going to be for some people. Okay, the other story I'm saying is for some of you too, that there is that sexual perception did have a bearing on some Taurus people, in that you may have had a grudge against a certain group, like LGBTQ, for instance, or somebody that you know has issues with that, and it's taking them a long time to get past that thought or that mindset. But whoever that is, if this part is yours, the person who that's happening with, it's almost like there is seeds being planted, but you don't have to be, but like you need to be patient, because the seeds are being planted even if the person isn't quite ready to accept it yet. if that makes sense. Mm, mm, mm. Angry, 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 angry. Somebody may be angry that somebody's trying to push them into a certain belief system about that too. You know what I mean? If Even if this isn't about the LGBTQ thing, so this could also be you or your person here where, like I said, there's somebody who wanting special attention, the other person saying, what is in it for me? And I feel like I'm being manipulated. That's the two stories. But there's an opportunity here for the two of you to grow through this experience. But right now, it's just anger. Just anger. Let's see what else we have for Taurus. Yeah, see, even when things are good, even when things are good, there's still an underlying anger here. I'm getting stubbornness. This is reminding me a lot of the Aquarius reading, y'all. This is like the hard-headedness, but it's a different story, but it's the same concept where you got two really hard-headed people that can't just allow each other to have their own opinions. You know what? I got another story for some of y'all. There's a situation where somebody had an issue with somebody's sexuality or affair or something like that, but they allowed the stuff to go on because it benefited them in some way for a while. Three more cards for Taurus, please. This very much could be somebody who, who's in a relationship and somebody messed around, but they still stayed because, it benefited them in some way. But I also can see where some of you, like, maybe their other relationship is working out good and that's pissing you off, or vice versa. These readings are not making as much sense as they did last night. I hope they're making sense to you guys. Like I said, I just thought I'm going to go ahead and put these out and then see if any messages do come through. That was a card right there. Okay, did you pretend that you didn't know that the person was having an affair, or they pretended they didn't know that you were having an affair, or somebody or didn't know about their sexuality, but the person did know? Yeah, you're just going to have to work through this, to be honest with you. So I kind of get the feeling for a lot of you, that's kind of what it is. It may not be that specific situation, but it's that kind of energy where you knew something nasty was going on and you pretended like you didn't know. And this can be your person too. So when I say you, it can be the other person. It's like, this affair is going on, but it benefited you, so you didn't say shit about it. But then you get pissed off when things go bad. So this very much could be something like, say, your person was messing around, you didn't have a problem with it because you got to keep the house, the car, the children, right? But then now that you see things are going bad. You're mad because things are actually going good for their other relationship. It can't even be that. Or they're seeing that about you. There's an energy like that. It does not have to be that story, okay? I don't, y'all, I am not really understanding, but I really feel like somebody's moving on and somebody else don't like it. I do. That's what I'm feeling. Um, let's look at this. Health issues, communication issues, definitely some sort of relationship, whether it's romantic or work or a family, doesn't matter. Long-term goals could be involved here. Maybe a friend even got involved, I'm just saying. Ooh, y'all, there's also a Taurus, at least one, who was involved with a third person. And that was what they were like, basically helping to support that person. And they don't want to tell people that that's why they couldn't help out their family, because they were giving money to their lover. Again, this can be somebody around you or this can be you. Either way, it's really weird that the center of the reading is like being angry because things are working out or because things are good. All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I apologize. Hopefully I'll come back with a better reading next time. Like I said, it's been a long day. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll try to do some little bonuses or something for y'all because I just want to come on and start doing readings again. Hopefully we'll get a little more in touch and more in tune when I haven't just gotten off work. Good night, guys. Thank you. Bye.